What's up guys, Aimee here, back for another video. Today I'm going to be doing my Premier League 2017 to 18 predictions. Let's go. Okay, so I'm kind of that bit that's cringy. So, for me, the bottom of the table this year is going to be Swansea. Because last year they didn't do well, but they still managed to clinch promotion. Wait, no, not promotion, they still managed to stay in the Premier League, and I just don't think they'll do well this season, in my opinion. And then in 19th place is Bournemouth. And that is because I think all of the Championship teams that came up this season will all stay in the Prem this year, so I had to choose between teams like Watford, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Swansea, who goes in the bottom three. And the bottom three is Swansea, Bournemouth, and then the 18th place in the relegation zone, last place in the oh well, you know, there, 18th place, just missed out on staying in the Prem, is Crystal Palace. Because I don't think they're going to do very well. Because they lost to Huddersfield 3-0 yesterday. And these are my Prem predictions after the first matches. Yeah? Okay, and so in 17th, I think is going to be Huddersfield. Hi, Dad.
Hi, what are you up to?
I'm doing my Premier League predictions.
Oh, okay, good. What for
this
the end of the season?
Yeah,
Okay,
these are my Prem predictions.
Who's gonna win?
It'll be in the video when you edit it, or you teach me to edit. So I pick Huddersfield for 17th because this is their first ever time in the Prem, but then they beat Crystal Palace 3-0 yesterday, so I just think they should be able to stay in the Prem, only just. So that's why they're in 17th. Now, 16th is Brighton. I had high hopes for them because they drew 3-3 or lost 4-3 against Atletico Madrid, and I think that's pretty good for Brighton standard. But then because they lost 2-0 to Man City yesterday, I had a bit of doubt on them, so I've decided to put them into 16th, right there. Okay, now 15th. 15th, I chose Newcastle. Even though they haven't played yet and they're playing today, I think that they will be in 15th because they've been in the Prem before. And they've also, well, I don't know, I just think they're going to do okay this season. They're playing Tottenham later today, and I just think they might do well this season. Hey ho, what do you know? Okay, on to 14th. 14th is Watford. I decided Watford because they drew 3-3 against Liverpool yesterday, and all of the bottom, low standard expectation teams have actually pulled up well in the Prem this season, so I put Watford in 14th because who knows how they'll do against people like Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, no, not Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Tottenham, Stoke, Leicester, Southampton, West Ham, Everton, yeah, so on. Next, 13th, I think is going to be Burnley. I have high expectations for them because they won 3-2 against Chelsea yesterday. Although Chelsea only had 9 men, still, they won. Oh my god. And I just think they're going to do pretty well this season. Now, 12th is West Brom. So I chose them because last season I think they did okay. They stayed in the Prem. What else can you ask for? And then because they were able to stay in the Prem, I think they did quite well last season. I'm putting them there because they're one of the lower teams that I am a fan of, let's say. Okay, so 11th is Stoke. This is just my personal opinion, but I just don't think Stoke are that good, I'm just putting them there because I don't think they're that good. Sorry, Stoke. Okay, so in 10th position is Leicester. Even though they won the Prem in 15-16 season, which is good. But then I just think they're going to be there because they're good, but then they're not the best at this moment. They were in 2015-16. Okay, so 9th place is Southampton. So they have some good players, I guess, and I just think they're going to do well like they did last season. Mid-table, good. In 8th is West Ham, and they've got some good signings this summer. They've got Joe Hart, Chicharito, Javier Hernandez, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, I just think because of their new signings, I think they've got a stronger team now. So I think they'll do pretty well this season. 7th is Everton. Now I chose that because they've made 4 new signings, I think. So there's Jordan Pickford in goal, Michael Keane centre back. There's Klaassen and Rooney in the middle. That's 4. Yeah, and they won 1-0 yesterday. I can't remember who it was against though. I think it was Stoke. Wait, no. I'm just gonna say Stoke. I can't remember honestly. Sorry. And then for me in 6th position is Chelsea. That's only because they lost yesterday. That's only why I am putting them there. Because I rate them as a good team, but because they came 6th yesterday. Because they lost yesterday against Burnley, I think they're going to stay in 6th, one of the worst Prem teams. One of the best Prem teams. Okay, so 5th place is Liverpool. That is because they have one good signing, Salah, and I just think that because they drew against Watford yesterday, I just think they might not do as well as I thought this season. So 5th it is for you, Liverpool. Okay, now 4th place is Arsenal, because I think they're going to do well with a striker. Well done, Arsene. So because they have a new striker, I think they're going to do pretty well. Because they got a striker, they're going to do well, which means they'll score a few more goals, and then they have some good playmakers as well. But then I don't think they're as good as they were last season. Well, no, I think they're better than they are last season, but I just don't think they'll do as well as they did last season because, the teams in front of them have done, well with transfers and stuff. Okay, and so now 3rd place is Tottenham. Spurs, as people like to call it. So I think they will come there because they haven't made any new signings this transfer window. But they came second or third in the Prem last season, and I just think they're going to do well. Again, with the same team that came second and third. With the same team, they should be good. So then second place is my team, Man U. And then I think they're going to come there because we have a decent striker to replace Ibra. We have another decent centre-back in Lindelof. And Matic is a good holding midfielder because he can play up front, but then he's also a good defender and can block things. So I just think Man U are going to do quite well this season with their new signings, and I think they might get Gareth Bale as well. So, yeah, interesting. Okay then, so in who I think are going to win the Prem this season are Man City. They've made tons of signings, and they've like sold people like Kolarov, and that's the only one I can remember, Kolarov, till Roma. And then they've brought in some good defenders like Mendy, Walker. They've also brought in some other good signings, I just think. I can't remember who, but they have made loads of new signings. Okay, so yeah, I think Man City are going to win because their signings are good, and then because they won against Brighton yesterday, and then Brighton lost or drew against Atletico Madrid. So I think that's quite good for Man City, and I think they're going to win because they have made some good signings, and I just think they're going to do well this season with Aguero, Gabriel Jesus, Kyle Walker, and yeah, I just think they're going to do well. They have more signings obviously, but I can't remember them. Okay, and so that is my Premier League predictions. Okay, so Swansea, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Huddersfield, Brighton, Newcastle, Watford, Burnley, West Brom, Stoke, Leicester, Southampton, West Ham, Everton, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Man United, and then the champions this season I think are going to be Man City. My opinion. Okay, so those are my Premier League predictions. So bye, like, see you on the bright side, peace. Aimee out.